Hello, I'm Gillian Shields and I'm really excited to talk about the upcoming production of The House of Bernada Alba by Lorca at the Caxton Theatre. I'm the director and I'm so thrilled to be able to do this play. It's very famous in Spain, perhaps not so well known here, but it was done last year at the National Theatre to great acclaim, and it's got the most marvellous story and fantastic roles for all the women characters in this play. Bernada is a widow. She has just lost her husband. The play starts, the funeral is taking place off stage. So perhaps we'd expect to be very sorry for her, but she doesn't display any grief. She's angry, she's controlling, she's vicious. She's a very domineering mother, and she has 5 daughters who also live in the house. And again, there are 2 servants who are part of the household, very important characters, keeping the whole thing going, the domestic work. And up in a locked away in a back room is Bernada's mother, who is, in our terms, has got dementia. She's senile, she's crazy. So these are the women. So it's basically a family drama. And I think we can all totally relate to that, whether it's Spain or Grimsby, whether it's Succession or EastEnders on the television, that unending, eternal sort of conflict between mothers and daughters, sisters. The sisters love each other, but they're also rivals for the same man. They're gossipy, they're bitchy, they've got secrets, they've got alliances, and it's a wonderful, wonderful story. Dark, dramatic, passionate, sexy. The play was actually banned for over 30 years in Spain because it was seen as revolutionary and shocking. So here we are, bringing our own version of it to the Caxton Theatre. We are making our own translation, a new version, so that will be another really exciting creative aspect of it for all the performers to be involved and the whole crew to create something that we hope is going to be very special, very exciting, and will keep you on the edge of your seats. And I just want to talk a little bit more now about the characters in this amazing and dramatic play. I just feel it's such a wonderful opportunity for the performers to get their teeth into really strong, well-developed characters, and it's a real ensemble piece. Everyone is kind of on stage a lot. They are all interdependent, interacting with each other. So very quickly, we have in the house Bernada Alba, the mother, dominating, a tyrant, respectable, thinks she's better than everybody else, and determined to control her daughters. The only way out for the daughters is marriage. We're in 1920s rural Spain, very traditional. There's no chance these girls are going to go and get a job, and they are just waiting to get out, waiting for a man. There is a gorgeous, beautiful man on the horizon, but will any of them get him? What will happen? So the oldest, Angustias, on the shelf. She's a half-sister, unpopular. She is fearful, she's desperate. Is she going to make it out in time before it's too late for her? Then we have Magdalena, who was loved by her father. We think, why was she loved? Why was she the favourite? She has a kindness in her. But she's in despair about her own life, really. What will happen? Will she ever marry? Will she ever get out? She's really on the point of giving up hope, which is, very tragic for a young woman. But she looks out for her other sisters. In the middle of the sisters is Martirio. Her name suggests that she's a martyr. She suffers and she is physically disabled. So again, a wonderful acting opportunity to get to the heart of this rather bitter outsider within the family because she's different. Will any man ever look at her in that society because of her physical difference? Then we have the 2 youngest daughters, Amelia, shy, a peacemaker, a little bit frightened of men and what's going to happen, trying to smooth everything over. But Adela, she's not going to smooth anything over. The youngest daughter, passionate, rebellious, in love, desperately in love. And what will happen? What will happen? I'd like to talk for a minute now about the characters who don't belong to the family, but who are terribly important. And perhaps the leader of these is Poncia. She is the housekeeper. She has been with Bernada Alba for 30 years, and she says she's a loyal worker. She has protected the family, guarded their secrets, done anything that Bernada wants, but she hates Bernada. She can't bear this woman that she has to serve every day. Poncia is a wonderful character. She's earthy, she's humorous, she's sexy. She has had a life outside of the house. She's had a marriage, she's had a man, she's had sons, and she is the only one who's really got the strength to try to stand up to Bernada. She is helped in her work by another character who is known only as the servant or the servant woman. And I think Lorca was very deliberate in not giving this character a name because, again, she is only allowed to exist to serve Bernada and her daughters and the mother. And we get a lot of that resentment of these servants for the rich. Why are we got nothing and they've got everything? And a lot of humour and interplay comes from these two servant characters with the rest of the family. They're wonderful scenes. The other characters who come in who are not in the family are a neighbour woman called Prudencia, who has an important but short dialogue with Bernada, and another character called the beggar woman. And again, we see an insight into this poverty and deprivation that is happening beyond Bernada's walls. There are women who come in after the funeral who are mourning and praying. So these are fantastic parts that you could possibly combine with doing something backstage, or if you're new to acting or coming back to it after a while and want to take on something without a massive too much responsibility, but also terribly important. So it's nice to look at those. And finally, the final member of the family is the grandmother. This is Bernada's mother, and she is kept locked away. She is not allowed out of the house. Bernada is ashamed of her because she is regarded as crazy. But does she actually speak the truth? Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you on the 14th of November for the introduction and the 19th of November for the auditions. If you can't make those days but would like to have any more information or a chat, then do contact me via the Caxton Theatre or on Facebook. Thank you so much. Bye.